We do have, if you guys want, you can also text the phone number. You don't have to call in. We had a text message come through right here. You want to grab this one, Keith?
Yeah, this one I can see. It says, "Hey, Wart Pipe Podcast, great show. My name is Bryce JW, and I have a question for all you to answer on the show, if y'all would. Next episode, what's y'all's top three favorite conventions to go to? Yes, love you, Keith. You're an awesome guy. Glad we were friends. I just wanted to thank you for being so kind and awesome. Thanks for all you do. I also believe in y'all's show. Keep it up. Thanks, Bryce. Bryce is amazing. If you haven't checked out Bryce JW on YouTube, check him out.
Hmm.
He does a lot of live streams. Definitely worth checking out. So, top three conventions. Are we answering that right
Oof.
now?
It's like put on the
We
spot.
gotta do it for
Right?
Bryce, right?
Right? Absolutely, we do. All right, Russ, give us your number three convention.
Number
Oh,
Top of your
in
head.
order?
three.
We gotta do these in order.
Yeah,
Oh, geez, man.
we're coming
Putting
around
us
the
on the
horn.
spot.
Prepare yourself,
Oh,
David. Coming
wow.
around the horn. Number three, Russ.
Uh,
Oh, no.
I'll say I'll go Too Many Games Expo, number three. It's
Ooh.
kind of close. It's maybe a 3 or 4 hour drive. It's growing every year. Lots of panels to do, lots of guests there, huge vendor floor. Just keeps growing. It's a good time. Are you go
David,
three or am I just going bing bing bing?
David, number three.
All
Okay.
right, my number 3 is, I almost forgot about Too Many Games, but Too Many Games I went to last year, and it is just not the same when me and Russ used to go in, like, 2015 to 2017, around that. For my number 3, I'm gonna go with, and Russ, can you remind me the name of this? Because I don't really, I think it's, is it Retro Game Con in
In
New York?
Syracuse, New York. Yeah.
Yes, I would go Retro Game Con in Syracuse, New York would be my number 3. Um, just because, I mean, it was a great time when we went. Um, it's huge. There's a lot of really great vendors. Great people are up there. We got to hang out with a lot of our friends. Uh, and yeah, it was just in a nice area too. So we got to kind of do a lot of things around that area. So uh, the uh, the 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 guy who runs it, oh my god, why is his name escaping me? Dave
Patrick.
Patrick. Sorry, Patrick. I see him at every con too, so I apologize. Super great guy. He always hooks us up, and he puts on a really great show, and it gets bigger and bigger every year. So that would be my number 3.
All right. My number three, and Rick's probably going to kill me, but it's probably going to be Retrofest Arkansas. I think would be my number three. It was great. It was Rick's first convention this year, and he did an amazing job. But that was a great place to go. My other two are just going to be just sorry, Rick. They're going to be a little bit better, right, Russ?
And,
What's your number
and
two?
listen, and wait a minute, hold on. Here, no disrespect to Rick. Russ and I have not been there yet, and he's only done it 1 year.
Yeah,
So
and
we got some time. He's working his
I'm
way up the
coming
ladder.
off the fact that I set the tables up for that. I held all the stuff from the store over, and I took all the tables down with Ben. So, Rick, that makes you number three just for that. That's what's number two.
Oh,
Number two. I almost feel bad for having Too Many Games as my number three because then Dave brought. Honestly, I haven't been to it the past 3 or 4 years, so I don't know
mhm.
if it's declined down or this and that. So I was like, oh shoot, and there's so many good conventions getting put on the spot. Uh Number
Yeah, but
two,
you haven't been there in a while, so like that's what your memory is of it. So that counts.
right? Okay, fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah.
Jeez, there's so many to choose from.
I
I'll
know.
go
Bryce
with
really got us.
because you're gonna make people upset if you don't choose the right convention, right?
I
I'm
mean,
on the fence with my number
it's
two here.
it's
It's our
our
list or whatever.
opinion.
All
It's
right,
our list.
I will throw out there uh SoCal Gaming
Okay.
Expo. I went last year. It was their first year under new management, and I thought the venue was good, and they did a great job of organizing a lot of great vendors, skateboard ramp, live music while people were skating. Tetris World Championship was there. Um, Overall, great time for sure.
Mhm. I
David,
have
number
not
two.
been there yet, so I can't make make a comment about it, but I hope to make it out there very soon. My number 2 is going to be Retro World Expo,
Okay.
and that is based on it's very close to home. A lot of friends come in from out of state. We get to hang out all day long in, like, Russ and I's, like, home state. We know the area. Um, there's some just really great people that run it. Chris, Lance, um, uh, and now this year it's gonna be, Riff and Ricky doing that as well. So I feel like there's a lot of room to grow with it, and it keeps getting bigger every year. And I think that this year especially is going to be really special. So I'm gonna give my guy Chris a shout out on that and Lance and say Retro World Expo.
All right. Now I haven't been to that one. I'm going to go this year, so that might change this in the future. But my number two is going to be Southeast Game Exchange Siege. Like it was huge last year, and there was so many awesome people there. I had a blast, and just the volume of games because it's like just games. Every booth is games. You can find anything you're looking for. So number two for me is going to be Siege. I think.
Okay.
Russ, what's your number
Oh
one?
Number
gosh,
one.
I'll get murdered. Definitely torn between two.
Oh, so wait a minute. Hold on. So
Okay.
so wait. So you're torn between two, which means your number one, if you're torn between two, now your number two goes to number four.
And there was even an honorable mention. I didn't get the. I was like, oh, I haven't been there. It's like
Uh-oh.
that
Uh-oh.
that most people don't go to. I feel like in a retro gaming scene.
I think
Um,
I know what your number one is.
I haven't
I
decided
think
which way to
I
go.
think I well, I think I know what you're choosing between.
Uh, I'm leaning towards Portland Retro Gaming Expo.
Mhm.
Um, just I've obviously been to every Retro World Expo since
Yeah.
since the beginning, so it was great to see it grow. But then flying out to the West Coast for like the first time and going to the convention, I was like blown away on the scale of it, the amount of like YouTubers that I had watched like on YouTube that like came out to that show. Um, being able to get like press passes to it was awesome, and the staff was like so kind to me, and a few of the people that then there I got to hang out with in the overall environment. I don't know if it's just a West Coast thing. Could be because of SoCal was similar vibe. But I
Mhm.
haven't been in, well, 2 years, but when I went, it was a good time. They had the Blockbuster World Championship there, which was
Oh.
awesome, and I did a video on that, and they had the last Blockbuster, Bend, Oregon, is where the last Blockbuster was. They were there and set up, and I went with, Steph and Gwen went, so
Mhm. Right.
definitely have some good memories there with that.
I will say that I I remember when Russ went out there for the first time, and ever since Russ went out there for the first time, I could tell that that is his favorite. He has a lot of good things to say about it. He has so much fun whenever he goes. So, Russ, I think that that was a good choice for number 1. My number 1 choice, and we've only unfortunately been able to go here one time, and hopefully this year will change. I'm going Southeast Game Exchange, and it's gotta be for the reason too that we get to hang out with Jay, the NES addict, and there's just like it's just a good vibe the whole weekend.
Mhm.
Like we we did so much stuff, like not in addition to the con itself, the con is awesome, but like so many people came out to it that we got to hang out with afterwards at Jay's house, like wherever. But like, going out to all the dinners, and
Right.
I think it's more of like it's more of a it's more than a con in my opinion because like the whole weekend is just a great gathering of all of our friends from all over the country that because it's a little bit down south, we're getting people from like kind of up north and down south and even the west coast because I don't know why, but it's just I hope to come back because I hear it's just, especially from Keith saying it's getting better and better every year. And
It was
I
awesome.
want to go back. I just have very fond memories of that first time we went. Russ and I would drive 13 plus hours in the car to head down there. We would leave at like 9 o'clock at night and drive straight overnight. So like that too, it's just the whole process of getting down there, coming back home and the whole weekend. So
Absolutely.
it's
Right.
Okay.
siege for me.
My number one is going to be SoCal. And based on the same type of thing you're talking about, because SoCal being there, getting to hang out with the guys, I mean, me and Russ went to Rose Bowl Flea Market with Rick and
Yeah.
the
Mhm.
guys. I went to flea market with the boys after, you know, and it was just so friendly. Like you said, Russ, it was
Mhm.
so friendly. Everyone was so inviting. And yeah,
Good
it was awesome,
location
I
too,
think.
because we walked to get,
Absolutely.
like, dinner, like, right across the
Mhm.
street, and it was, like,
Yeah,
perfect. I was like, "Okay, we can just come
exactly.
right
No,
back."
yeah, and just really well done. Like you said,
I
skate
I
ramp
hope
was
to make it out there.
great.
Yeah.
We're doing it. We're doing it.
Okay.